So you guys, you're wrestlers, so you know about takedowns, but Steve, when you went into your first submission tournament, what did you find to be the most frustrating thing about it?
The fact that they were allowed to go to their back, which was the complete opposite of what I learned in amateur wrestling, and the scoring system was pretty much completely opposite of what I had learned for the past 12 years.
Now, when you as a wrestler, when you approach your opponent, you're thinking about getting that takedown and ultimately winning that match. Now, the way that you win a match in submission fighting is a little different. So the way you wrestle on your feet should also be different. Now, Steve is facing me here. His legs are parallel with my legs. Now, this is the worst position to land in. If I was to shoot a double leg on Steve from here and take him down, what would happen would be, now if I'm going to come in and I'm going to shoot, he puts me right in guard. This is the guard here. Now, what if I was going to shoot that double leg and instead I came in and I drop blocked. Now I have hold of his leg, and I have his leg secured. Try to pull guard. You can't do it. This leg is trapped. So that's one takedown. Now, what we'd like to do is get you guys to think in terms of wearing your opponent out on his feet. Rarely do I ever go for a double leg in a submission tournament. What I prefer to do to tie up is go for, get my head in and go for what's called a Bulgarian headlock. Where you've got your head, see where my head is? Up to about the top of your head here. From here, I can secure a go behind. Or, with that Bulgarian headlock, I can also twist my body and get to the side where I can throw him. This is an excellent position to be in. And when we get into the submissions, we'll go back to this position because it opens up several submission opportunities. Now, Kamal Shalarus, who is our official trainer with the ACA and did a seminar for us here, is a big fan of this takedown, where this arm's secured, this arm's secured, you're coming in, you switch, he goes down, now you have his arm, and you can go into several submissions from here. Or, as you take him down, you do a knee on chest. In Copa, you would get extra points for that knee on chest.
As well as not.
As well as in Nana. Now, from here, there's a number of submissions you can go into. We're going to go through submissions in detail a little bit. Another thing you can do on your feet that's better for submission wrestling or submission fighting is to go into a Russian tie, because your body is positioned on the side of your opponent. Your feet are no longer from here to here. So if you were going to do that Russian tie, you're putting yourself in a better place. You're creating angles. So if you switched and you went for a takedown, you're now on the side of your opponent. This is called side control position. Side control and north-south position are your best two positions. Now, one throw you can utilize to get a north-south position is if you're battling on your feet and you're able to get into a front headlock type of a position. One thing you can do is throwing, now you're in north-south. You can go right into a choke, but now you put yourself in north-south position. So, where you start on your feet is critically important. Where your opponent lands is critically important. Now that doesn't mean that a good jiu-jitsu guy is not going to be able to reestablish the position he wants from here to here on the ground, put you in guard, and we'll talk about some defenses when he does that in a little bit.